Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory, honor, and due diligence as due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Habakkuk. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, brother, of the stern of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Mahaloya, come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Titled, Our People Are Destroyed for Lack of Knowledge, and our people are destroyed, what you call post-traumatic slave syndrome. All right, our people is totally degenerates, man. And when you observe them and you pay attention to them and you listen to the verbiage, we're a broken nation, man. And we're in a time of healing that the Lord is starting with the hopeful elect and building the brotherhood up, and the sisters, the few sisters that may watch us, and that's into nation building. The Lord is gathering those individuals to himself to rebuild the nation of Israel. But for the majority of our people, we're totally broken, we're docile, they're destroyed mentally, physically, and the list goes on. And this devil, he's done a great deed on our people. And this is really punishment from the Most High on high, because our people, we broke the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. So therefore, the Lord, he had it out for us. That's why he said that he set his face against us for evil and not good, because we went off. All right, so this is the book of Baruch 5:1. It says, "Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction." All right, because we're in the land of our captivity, and we're constantly being afflicted day by day by our enemies and by our own people. Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, he has laws and different amendments in place that's due to keep Jake in further debt, to keep them on drugs, to keep them homeless, to keep them out of employment. He's turned the woman against us completely, to the point now you got women that knows the truth, that claim to watch us, but they're completely in the Jezebel type spirit, very rebellious, man. This is why we say that it's barely any woman that's in the truth, because from me being in this truth, I've only met one woman that actually fit the criteria of an Israelite. Actually, I met two women that fit the criteria of actually being sisters, man. And they're both older women, well, older than me, should I say. And one was a woman that supports our camp on a great deal. She helps us out when the spirit compels her to do so. I've seen firsthand on how Israelite woman is supposed to act, and she's following the scriptures. And we give credit when credit is due. Some people say we big up people. We give credit when credit is due. And then the other sister, she is the wife of a brother. He had me over, and she was, via the brother's request, she made a dinner and stuff like that. But the brother was cool with that, because me personally, I wouldn't have my wife, or if she did cook something for my akim, it would be something I would give. I really wouldn't have my akim around my woman. But that's just me. Some brothers deal in that differently, in which that's okay. It's each to his own. But as far as the rest of the nation of Israel, our people are broken and they're destroyed, man. And it's to the point that there's no hope. Our people, they have a pure hatred for one another, and it's always, I want to one up this brother, or one up this this woman, or etc. You see it in the streets, you see it on the videos, two Israelite women tussling with one another, pulling each other's hair out. And yet your enemy, which is the so-called white man and woman and child, they're sitting back laughing at us, man. Laughing, getting their rocks off, because our nation is totally the epitome of destruction, man. All right, it says, "And put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever," because we are the glory, like the scriptures say. Israel is the apple of the Most High's eye, but yet we're not that monument. No more. Though we're coming back into that, but basically, man, we're not that beautiful monument. We're not Zion, which means monument. We're not that at this particular time, Zion, because right now, man, America is falling, man, and our people, they're falling right along with it. Some of them know, some of them don't care, and a lot of them are just completely oblivious to the fact. You know, and it says, it cast about thee a double garment of righteousness, which cometh from the Most High, and set a diadem on thy head of glory of the everlasting. Okay, so I'm gonna look up this word diadem real quick and get an understanding. I believe it goes into like some type of crown, if I'm not mistaken, but I may be wrong on that because I actually never looked this word up. So we're gonna get the definition of diadem. Yep, a jewel crown. Yep, or headband worn as a symbol of sovereignty, and we're not sovereign right now. Far from it. You know, because sovereign nations, they come up with their own laws and their statutes to display on the people. So we can't exercise our laws perfectly because we're not in a sovereign, we're in a strange land. So we can't, you know, go out and kill a lamb actually on the Passover. You know, we can't do that because, for one thing, Esau got hunting laws. He got laws that's set up against certain things, and it's really to come against the people of the Lord, which is the Israelites. You know? And it says here, and the Most High will show thy brightness into every country under heaven, every nation, because we're coming back into being royal kings, you know, and priests and prophets and princesses and daughters and wives. You know, and it says, and arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gather from the west. And we are in the west. All right, America is considered a westernized society, one on the western hemisphere, the utmost parts of the earth, I may add. And it says, unto the east, by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High, because right now we're getting our heritage back. We're coming back into the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, we're doing things according to the scriptures, though we still go off and we fall short. You know, me myself, I fell short several times in this truth. You know, I done went off and did things out of ignorance and got weak, you know, and things like that, and reacted in situations that probably didn't cause for any type of reaction. But you know, it happens, and you just keep pushing forth. And this is why these videos are charitable to the body to give brothers encouragement to keep pushing, because scriptures say charity covers a multitude of sins. So look at this as, you know, the Lord is paying your tab, your debt note, because we're in debt with the Lord, man. I mean, it's not enough we can do to get out of debt. It's like America, 200 or 400 something trillion dollars in debt that we will never be able to pay back. So the only thing we got is our good faith and word, you know. And it says here, for the Most High have appointed that every high hill and the banks of long continuance should be cast down, and valleys fill up, to make even the ground that Israel may go safely to the glory of the Most High, man. So, hey, this earth is going to be turned back into righteousness. You're not going to have factories. You're not going to have these different GMO restaurants that set up on every hedge of the way. You're not going to have these toxic churches, these worship centers. Women are going to be back in order. They're not going to be rebelling against the Israelite men. Because one thing I can say about you women that's so-called in the truth, because honestly, there's really no woman that's in the truth. Because in order for a woman to be in the truth, she has to totally subject her will into Yahweh Shai and her will to her husband. And on top of that, it's just things that women can't fully grasp on this side. And hey, man, don't fall for that courting crap, man. You got women out there that say, I'll let my husband have a second wife. It's a catch to it, man. And be careful with dealing with these women that claim to be in the truth, because a lot of them ain't mentally right, man. You know, they come into this knowledge and they feel like they're owed something, and then they try to give up, or they try to get one up on their Israelite men or their husbands. But if they knew anything about this truth, they would know that their husbands or the men of Israel are considered lords or gods. And we could prove that in the scriptures, but we're treated not as such. You know, you have women on different comment boards that argue with me, you know, comment boards and stuff that argue with me, that swear up and down. They watch our videos, but yet a woman is challenging our authority as men of the Lord. Like, how out of order is that? But that's due to those curses. You know, because, you know, it's just what it is. Okay? And it says, and moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. For the Most High shall lead Israel with joy and delight in his glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from him. And this is talking about in the kingdom, brothers. For all these skeptics out there that like to say, oh, well, that ain't talking about, that happened already. No, man. This is going to happen in the kingdom because we're destroyed, you know? All right, so this is the book of Baruch 4 and 5. It says here, be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered into your enemies, okay? But this devil is trying to destroy us, man. He's trying to swallow us up, you know? Because for the simple fact of who we are and our heritage. And this man has a complete hatred for us. Because for the simple fact, man, he was rejected of the birthright, which he brought it on himself, because he was the first liar, the first murderer, in the way of Cain and the serpent. All right? This man is a complete devil, you know? All right? And 23, it says, "For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever." All right? He said with mourning and weeping, because every day is a struggle, man. You know, and we suffering, every Israelite man, woman, and child is suffering from some type of post-trauma or some type of post-traumatic stress syndrome. We all are. I am, you know, my mom, my dad when he was here, my brothers, you know, my brothers in the faith, my friends of the world, you know, women I've dealt with, they all suffering from mental trauma, man, due to this society, because the society is jacked up. Like, I'm looking in the sky right now, and you got chemtrails all over the place. Like, we can't even get a good sunny day without them spraying some BS in the damn air, which is totally nonsense, man. All right, and it says, "And my children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you." All right, it says, "For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but surely should thou see his destruction and should tread upon his neck." And that's to you E's out there and you other nations. All right,